Yeah, we got a very special guest today. Could you do me a favor and introduce yourself?
What's up, man? They know me as Malo Designs, and we're right here with the homie Cricket.
Much love, G. Much love. Yeah, and this is the homie right here. Like, we've been knowing each other for a while now. You know what I mean? For a while, and we've been linking on different projects. So much love, homie. Gracias for jumping on today.
You already know, dog. You know, it's an honor. It's an honor, dog. You know, your podcast is full of, como se dice, a lot of positivity for the raza, dog. And to be part of that movement, homie, it's big, you know.
Appreciate that, G. So, now you're known as Malo Designs because you're a graphic designer, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did
Yes.
you get into that? If you wouldn't mind sharing that with us.
All right, homie. Well, it's a long story, you know,
Yeah, yeah, let's
but
go. That's what. Yeah,
that's
we're ready to hear it, Doug.
why I wanted to come on here, dog, because I feel my story is it's a little different than everyone else's, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, dog. So to start it off, you know how this everything came about, dog. And in 2008 or 2009,
Yeah,
I was uh I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. I don't know if you know what that is.
I haven't heard of that, G. I know
So
itis
it's
is
like
inflammation, and that's all I know. That's as far as I go with that.
that's right. Breaking down the words, that's right. Um, so diverticulitis homie is basically a pocket that opens in your intestine.
Oh shit.
Like it's like a bubble that opens up in it, and and so I was diagnosed with that, dog, at a young age. And then 2008, 2009, I was like fuck like 19, 18 or 19. And I got diagnosed with this, right? And the doctors were like, yo, you can either you know, change your diet, and and you know, you'll probably be all right, you know.
Yeah.
Or you could get the surgery and just get it out the way, you know.
What are
I
the
decided
effects of what were the effects of having it?
um well, so in this pocket, when it opens up, right?
Mhm.
Let's say I ate something with seeds. Seeds
Okay.
were dangerous. The seeds, since they don't break down in your body and they don't digest, you know,
Yeah.
it would go. They would get stuck in those little pockets that would open up, and
Shit.
it would cause a flare up, and you know, it'd get inflamed, and then I'd have to go to the hospital and get antibiotics to, you know, because it would cause an infection.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go to the hospital and get an infection, and you know, I was always tired, dog. I was always if you see me somewhere, I was sitting down, leaning up against the wall, you know, and pues, you know, I got diagnosed with it, dog. I decided to not do the surgery. I
Yeah.
said, you know, this it was rare because it only happens to older people. But
Hmm.
I said, I'm young. I'm gonna just, you know, do this. But it was very hard, carnal, because you know we're Mexicanos, man.
Yeah.
Everything we eat is chile, everything we eat has seeds in it, tomatoes, all that. So I had to stop doing that, you know. Um, and not only that, carnal, I couldn't drink no more liquor after that,
Oh
you know.
shit.
And
Yeah.
you know, I'm
And you're
18 or
young.
19,
Yeah.
and stopping drinking liquor, it was a task, you know, at that age, you know, being that we're homies and the life that we live, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and so I had to stop drinking liquor, dog. I learned the hard way too, because I would a few times after it, I would drink liquor, carnal, and it would just get me sick as fuck, you know.
Damn.
I'd have
Yeah.
every time I drank liquor, I would go to the hospital. It was for sure. That was like for sure, you know.
Hmm.
Um, not not only that, you know, I was young. I was young, man, and you know, like any other homeboy, man, you're having fun. You know, I couldn't do coca either, and I never got into a lot of drugs, homie. But coca was one that I was fucks with, and
Yeah.
I had to learn the hard way with that too. You know,
Shit. What happened
um,
with that?
it was the same thing. It would since it goes into the little area where the pocket, because you're ingesting it,
Yeah.
it would cause an infection.
Damn, I didn't even know
But
that, dog. Like,
much.
it's crazy because I never knew what the fuck. You know, it's a trip for as kids, right? We do all these drugs. We don't know what they do to where they go. Like, I always just assumed I sniff coke and fucking that shit's in my motherfucking bloodstream. Like, I had no idea it goes into like your digestive system and shit.
What? Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but that
Yeah,
was that was my guess. That was my
yeah,
guess. Like
yeah.
since we're taking it in, it's it's doing the same things like the seeds. The seeds would make me sick,
Oh
but
yeah,
Coke would
yeah.
do it, and liquor would do it a lot quicker. So I
Damn.
had to I had to learn the hard way, dog, a few times, man. Like one time I was at a Moto Technique show. We're backstage. The Moto Technique and Chino Excel, they know my older homeboys. Shout out to Santo and Thief. And
Much love.
we're, we're in the back, dog, and in a VIP room, homie, and everyone's doing what homeboys do, man. And I don't want to be left out, At that age, you're like, and I said, fuck it. And 30 minutes after we went outside to the venue, like not in the back room,
Hmm.
went to the I guess, I was listening to the music for like 30 minutes, dog. Then I just jet out, just out of nowhere, dog. I just turn around, go to the bathroom, start throwing up. Next day I was in the hospital,
Damn.
but I, I had
That's
a
fucked. That's fucked up for two different reasons. Like, first of all, the health one, and then like that sounds like a dope ass show, like a Mortal Technique and Chino
oh,
XL. So it's like you didn't even get to enjoy it. So that's two fucked up things that happen, like your health
and
shit,
that's
and then
all my fault, dog.
yeah,
Yeah, that was all my fault. And, like you said, man, Chino Excel and Tech, they're dope. They're dope,
yeah,
bro.
if
And
motherfuckers could spit.
to miss out on that, like I take accountability, man, for everything I do, and that was my fault, man. That was all my fault, dog. Um,
So
Missed out on the.
you end up in the hospital. At any point, did you think about getting the surgery? Like, fuck this. Like, this is too much, man. Like, I like because you're young, you're not gonna stop drinking, you're not gonna stop that. So why not just get the surgery?
Right. Well, you know what? I was scared of hospitals, dog. I won't lie.
Mm,
Um, my first introduction to hospitals was when I moved up from California. I moved up here because my jefe had cancer, and he only had a few years left, and
yeah,
we didn't really have a relationship. So I was brought up here to spend the rest of his days with him,
yeah.
and uh, like he had stage 4 cancer,
Damn.
and so that was my introduction to hospitals, being around him and watching them die a slow death. And so hospitals, homie, it was just out of it, It was out of it,
Yeah.
dog.
Out of the
Another
question.
thing,
You're not gonna go to the hospital.
what happened?
So it's like out of the question. You're not gonna go to the hospital. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and it was more than just hospitals, but that's everything. I just left it like attached to the hospitals,
Yeah.
like my jefe one time, he knew there's one lady that was from like a nonprofit organization where they help out families, immigrants. If you got badass kids you can't handle, they try to, come in and work with you,
Yeah.
And he knew this lady, and he set up a therapy session for me and my two other siblings.
Hmm.
And I was like 7 or 8 at this point, dog. Um, and they set up these sessions, dog, where she was basically preparing us for this, for this
Yeah.
event. And the first day, I remember thinking, like, I was only, like I said, only 7 or 8, dog, but I was already like, man, I know what's gonna happen. I don't need to be here.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember going back and telling my people, like, hey, if we do that again, we have to go again. Yeah, all right. Well, if we go again, I'm only gonna go and get the food. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go. I ain't participating. And so, all of that, homie, as a kid taking that in, it just made me not fuck with hospitals, man. So I was out of the I was not an option, homie.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm gonna just try it out. I'm gonna do my best. But back then, dog, it's hard to let go of everything from your eating habits to the way you de-stress. And we have excuse me, we have destructive ways to de-stress. As
Yeah.
coming from a backgrounds, man, as you know, homies that been in the mix, we're very destructive, and you know, so it was hard to stop, bro. And I dealt with that dog for like till like 2016, from like 2008, 2009 to 2016. That was my life, dog. I was in and out of the hospital all the time, probably
Damn.
like three hospital visits a year or more.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I'd go in there, they give me antibiotics, give me some fucking pain medication, and then I'd bounce. You know, a few hours later, I'm out. Um, and I lived my life like that, dog, for a while, dog, till 2016, and then I just said, one day I said, fuck it, I'm tired of it, you know,
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. I want to change, man. And I went and got the surgery, you know, I went and started setting it up, dog. You know,
Damn.
yeah,
So when you made that decision, was it nerve wracking? Because like I know you said you had bad experiences in the hospital, you had a bad perception of it. Where you like was it nerve wracking? Like fuck, I can't believe I'm gonna do this.
was, dog. I almost canceled the grip times.
Damn.
Um, I mean, gave myself like, I was like, hey, fool, you can't cancel it 2 weeks before. So if you 2 weeks mark, you know,
Yeah.
you're in for it. You know, ain't no going
Yeah.
back.
That's it.
And
Commitment now.
yeah, and you know what, I ended up doing, dog. You know, I smoked a lot of frajos thinking about this. You know,
Mm.
I was smoking frajos back to back. Like, fuck, do I really want to go through it? But you know, I ended up doing it. You know,
Yeah.
and yes, you want to start there? Should we go from there?
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Um,
let's take it from there.
so the first surgery, right? Basically, what they were doing, homie, they were cutting a part of the intestine out, the part that's
Oh
fucked up,
shit. Yeah.
then reconnecting it.
Yeah.
It was gonna be I think it's called like laseroscopic,
Okay.
where they do it, where they cut you with a laser. You're
Hmm.
not, it's, you know what I mean? It's not like the old days.
With like
Um,
the scalpel and all that shit. You know what's crazy is it makes me think, and I hate to go off topic and shit, but it's just crazy how advanced technology is. Where back in the days you would look at Star Wars where they're chopping off people's hands with lasers and shit. You were like, oh, that's not possible. It's like low key, that's kind of possible and shit.
it is, it is,
That's
it is.
fucking
You know,
crazy, man.
proof.
So
But
they
yeah,
cut off a
dog.
piece of your intestine and they put it back together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They reconnected it just like a hose, like you would with the hose, dog. You know.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, it was supposed to be like a 5 6 day stay at the hospital, and then I go home and recover in like three in a month, and then I was gonna be firme.
Hmm.
So I said, all right, you know, and I did it, dog, and I got to a point where, you know, I didn't tell anybody unless you were close to me.
Yeah.
Unless you were seeing me, dog, you didn't know what was gonna go on, you know.
Hmm.
And I went in there, and like 5 days in, or like 2 days before I'm gonna get out, like discharge, you know, I'm already walking around the halls. Uh,
So yeah, go ahead.
so you know, I was already doing good, you know. I was
Hmm.
those first 5 days, everything was firme. Um, and then, como se dice, and then the last 2 days, dog, they get me up to go do a round around the hall, you know, go
Hmm.
walk, and so I tried to get up, fool, and I couldn't. I was like,
Oh
fuck,
shit.
like, damn, it hurts, you know, and it was more than just a regular pain. It
Yeah.
was enough to say, nah, like I can't get up, and it just kept getting worse, dog. So they started being like, oh, let's run some tests real quick, you know, just to make sure everything's firme.
Yeah.
We run some, they ran some tests, dog, and they see that my intestine was leaking,
Oh
and
fuck.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Damn.
that's a death call right there, you know.
Yeah, because like all the toxins, all that shit is being leaked into your bloodstream, and that's just being carried everywhere.
Um, and that's when my life turned upside down, dog. I was They told me, look, you got this going on, and it's real serious. We need you in emergency surgery, like ASAP. Like we need to prep you right now. So you need
Yeah.
to sign these papers right now.
Yeah.
So they had me sign me papers, and and like 2 hours later, dog, I was I was in the surgery, getting it. And when I woke up, I was attached to four different machines, dog.
Damn.
Um, four different apparatuses, I guess, and I was like, God damn, this this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, real quick, G. This is what's trippy because um you are nervous to go in there in the first place, right? You
Hmm.
you get there, it looks like all is well. It looks like it was a success. Like hell yeah, my life is gonna be back to normal. And
Hmm.
then now you're hooked up to fucking four different machines in an emergency surgery for something that rarely happens. What were you thinking at that point? Were you like, what the fuck? Why me? Or were you like
I was in
I
shock.
huh?
I was I was in shock. I
Yeah.
was in shock. I was like, damn, I knew I shouldn't have came to these hospitals. I'm done for. You know, straight up, dog.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was going well, dog. I didn't want nobody to see me laid up,
Yeah.
but I did. The homeboys, shout out to the Contreras family. They
Yeah.
wanted to come and say what's up, man, and I let them, dog, and um, they came by and blessed me with their presence, and man, the next day just went south, dog. So like, it was all, I had just done this surgery, it was going good, dog. The homies had came to visit me, and then it just went the other way, dog, and
That was supposed to be
so I
the
got,
end of that was supposed to be the end of your troubles.
yeah, yeah, and so I got the second surgery this time. They didn't do Lakers what's that, laseroscopic, laparoscopic, whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't do laser, dog. They did it the old school way.
Hmm.
Um the homies that been shot in the stomach, they know what I'm talking about. A big gash, you know what I mean? From the from your pelvic area all the way up to your
Yeah.
belly button, dog.
Yeah.
Huge. So they did the second surgery was done like that. And um to tell you, homie, how it looked, dog, when they when I first seen the wound, dog, it was like a watermelon, right? Imagine a watermelon, dog, when you cut off a slice, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you're just seeing on this side, you're just seeing the red, and on this side, you're seeing the red. In the middle, it's just a big ass piece miss. That's
That
that's that's how my stomach looked, dog.
damn.
um, and that was a trip. That was a trip seeing that, just seeing your body opened up like that, homie.
Yeah.
It
Were you
definitely.
supposed to see it or you wake up? Like, how did you end up seeing that? Like, they didn't put you to sleep?
Oh, no, no, no. This was
Oh, it's
after the.
after. This is after post op.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I had bandages, a
Oh yeah,
dressing
and
on.
they had a fucking yeah change. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into that a little bit later, dog. I
Yeah.
uh, I took all these notes and I got it in a little timeline, but we'll get to the dressing later, dog. That's whew. But um, so I got the second one and I'm just all fucked up, dog. And at this point, it was crazy, dog. It was crazy, homie, because my
Mhm.
homie Lil Boss, shout out to the homie Lil Boss.
Much love.
Um, he did, no one knew I was having the surgery, dog.
Mhm.
And in the second surgery, no one knew, like besides a few homies, man, that like a few homies from the neighborhood, and a very few knew that this second thing was going on, that everything was just going south.
Yeah.
And so while I was in the surgery, homie, the second surgery, when I woke up out of it, dog, I don't even know how I was on my phone, dog. I was gone,
Yeah.
anesthesia, anesthesia, morphine, all that. So, but somehow I was on my phone, dog, and I pick up my phone and I see a drawing from the homeboy. The homeboy had sent me a drawing, right?
Yeah.
My name uh and he had a smile now, cry later on it, right?
Yeah.
They were backwards, dog. It was like cry now. I mean, smile. yeah, cry now, smile later. Because they were
Yeah.
back. Crying one was first, dog, and I took that shit as a sign, dog. I'm
Yeah.
like, homeboy doesn't even know what I'm going through, and he just drew this, and I got at him, and he said it was an accidental, and he just ran with it.
Yeah.
So I saw that shit as a sign, like, hey, homie, you're going through some shit right now, but you're gonna smile later.
Yeah.
And I just try to hold on to that for what it was worth.
Hmm.
Um, that was a crazy little thing to me. I'm big on the universe. I'm big on science, homie, and I believe that was being a message told to me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, dog. From there, dog. Another infection happened after it, right? After the
Yeah.
second surgery, that's done. Another one hits me, dog, and this one's not looking good either. This one, it made me,
Damn.
it, it made me stop eating. I wasn't eating no more. I didn't eat for like 3 weeks.
Damn.
I was just laid up, dog. I had a pick line, which is when you don't eat after a long ass while, they put this manguera in that goes kind of towards your heart,
Yeah.
and it feeds you. A PIC line.
Kind of like a feeding tube and shit.
And they just yeah, thoughts. Um, I had a pick line. I had all these other machines on me. And it got to the point, dog, where where I had to tell my family, hey, look, if it's my time to go, don't worry about me.
Hmm.
Just focus on my nephew and and like
How,
don't
how,
worry.
how old how old were you at this point?
At this point, I think let me see. This was 2016, so like 28.
28. Damn. So 28 years old and you're having that conversation with your family, like, don't worry about me. And it's one thing on the streets when you're like, I don't care, but this is another thing where you have to tell your family, don't worry about me or what happens to me. How did it feel delivering that kind of a statement, dog?
I did it with tears in my eyes, carnal. Um, cause that's your jefita, and
Yeah.
and that's your mom's, man.
We're supposed to, I mean, as sad as it sounds, but typical thing is we're supposed to bury our jefitas. I mean, they're not supposed to bury us.
Yeah, and I was worried about that, dog. I was like, man, they're gonna see this, and it was hard. It was hard to have the conversation, but I felt I needed to, cause my jefe had that conversation with me
Yeah.
before he passed away. He had that conversation with all of us, and so I felt I was right there. So I said, look, I said what I had to say to them, and they're like, nah, don't trip. But I felt it needed to be said because we didn't know where which way shit was gonna go.
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, my father had that with conversation with me, so I felt obligated to do the same.
Hmm.
Um, we will always imitate our fathers. That's not always, but if you have a father in your life, I only had him in my life for 4 years, but those 4 years he taught me a lot, and
Yeah.
I wanted, I just felt it needed to be done, dog, because I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I wanted them to be strong, you know,
Yeah.
want them to be strong, and if I die, well, fuck, don't worry, like life goes on, and we had that conversation, um, and it just kept getting worse, dog. It kept getting worse, man, and they were about to shoot me to another hospital because they were basically done with me. They didn't know what to do.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
dog.
they fuck you all up and they're like, get out of here now.
Carnal,
Yeah.
I woke up from the second surgery, an emergency one. The surgeon told me, he's like, hey, it went good. I just talked to a specialist and he's gonna do your third surgery. And in my mind, I'm like, what?
Fucking your third surgery for
Why? I knew it was gonna happen, but I was like you gonna send me to a specialist now, homie? You know, like now, after
yeah.
everything is bad, homie. Like, the fuck? Why didn't you send me first? Because what I have, homie, what I had was something that only older people get. You know, people in
Yeah.
their 40s. You know, and so I was mad about that, dog. You know, I was really mad about that, dog. I got so mad about it that I had switch doctors. I didn't make no scandal, dog, because I was going through so much. I didn't know where my head was at,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to be a dick, homie. I didn't want to get kicked out. You know, none of that. You know, but I told them I don't want you to be my surgeon. I don't want you to be my doctor, homie. Um,
Yeah. Fuck that.
you know,
Yeah.
I could go into details. We had a conversation on,
You and the doctor?
yeah, and I kind of banged on him. You know,
Yeah.
I remember telling him like, do you know who I am? You know, and
Yeah.
flashed him some tats and told him like, hey, homie, like I'm not here for no drama. I just want a new doctor, man. You know, this
Yeah.
vato ain't. You know, I was really mad, dog. He said some shit. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say he made a stupid comparison.
Yeah.
And you know, homie, when someone's going through something, you watch your mouth. You know,
Yeah.
man, that's keep it respectful, dog. You know, we're Mexicanos, dog. We're big on respect, dog. And some other people, man, don't know how to walk with respect, especially in hard times. You know, and yeah, dog. So, anyways, on me, they said I'm gonna get, I was gonna get a third one, and everything was going bad, dog. And then finally, man, after almost a month, things start going my way, dog. Um, the infection starts to go away. I was able to start eating again, you know, and mind you, I wasn't eating for like 3 weeks.
Damn.
You know, I lost so much weight, dog. I lost so much weight. I wouldn't even look in the mirror when I'd get up. I wouldn't look in the mirror, dog, because had lost so much weight. I look like a whole nother person.
Damn,
And
man.
me, homie, I saw death. You know, that's all I saw. I saw death, dog. So I wouldn't even look in the mirror. To me, that was kind of hard, you know.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but finally everything started going my way, dog, and they released me to heal for my next surgery. You know, um,
If you don't mind me asking, why did you have to have another surgery? Like, why would,
uh,
what did that to fix?
all right. So basically, homie, to make this shit work, the second surgery,
Mm,
they had to give me a colostomy bag.
okay.
You know, and I know a few homies on here gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, they gave me one of those, dog, and so they had to reverse it. That's why I had to get a third one. You know,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
basically like so. So the first one they cut the intestines and they put them together, but then it leaked. So then the
Yeah.
second one, what they did was they went in there, cleaned it all out, and instead of reconnecting them, they closed them off and then gave me a colostomy bag,
Yeah.
basically to let the intestines chill for a second.
Damn.
And so the
So
third one,
heal up so they don't have to work as hard and all that shit. Yeah.
so the third one was to connect them back, the intestines, and then remove the colostomy.
Yeah.
And so they let me go home, dog, and uh, that's when that was very eventful. I didn't
Hmm.
think I was gonna get out. I thought I was done for, dog.
Yeah.
Uh, the first time, dog, when they wheeled me out, right before I left, like a day or two, they're like, "You want to go outside?" And to me, when they asked me, "You want to go outside?" It sounded like they said, "Do you want $1 million? Because I have them right now." You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I remember feeling the breeze on me, dog. It's the little things, homie. The little things in life count, dog. And man, I was so blessed, dog. And so when I went home, right, I went home to heal up.
Hmm.
um, the nurses were still coming to my spot. Um, well, I started off like this. When I got released, it was evening, and I asked my sister. I was like, "Hey, can we go to the weed shop and get some mota?" You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And she stopped on me. She went and got off for me. Got that. Shot back to the crib, and at this point, mind me, I'm not even walking, dog. Like I'm walking so slow. I'm walking with the walker. Um, I'm walking so slow. Like I was no movement, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, stop at the weed stop. I need something to get my mind right.
Yeah.
So we go home, dog, and when I'm there, I'm when I was at home, dog, I was thinking of like damn, what the fuck, you know? Because it's like you're in your own environment now, you know,
Yeah.
and so you're almost you're like more yourself, you know. So I'm just sitting there like recapping everything, like fuck, you know, like I'm in the middle of some pedo, you know, like I was just in the hospital, homie, you know. I had a beautiful a nurse, a pretty nurse, dog, and when I say this, homie, I say that like I wasn't in there checking these high out. These nurses, homie, they were so passionate about their job, homie. Some of them even shared their sadness for my story with me.
Yeah.
Um, they did the most to make sure I was comfortable, dog. Um, I can't say nothing bad about them, man. And so when I say this, I say it with nothing but respect, you know.
Hmm.
Um, one of them was Gertie, man, and she was wiping my ass, dog.
Damn.
And I felt so embarrassed, homie, that you know. But when you can't do for yourself, it humbles you, dog. And it was humbling. Like it wasn't humbling at the moment, but afterwards, dog, you know, like, I was at home, dog, thinking like, damn, man, I just went through all that. Like it humbled me. I felt that, you know, I
Hmm.
felt, dog, like, and you know, the nurses would still come to my house because they would have to change the dressing,
Yeah.
and the dressing, dog, is the dressing. How can I say? It was like this new kind that's like sea moss and some other shit. It's white. It looks just like a rag or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's like made with all this stuff, right?
Hmm.
And this thing, dog, this dressing, it attaches to your skin, dog, like it infuses with it.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're taking it every other day. They're taking it off every other day. So it's already infusing. It's got enough time.
Oh. Yeah.
And when they pull that shit off, dog, I won't lie, homie, that was Tearville. You know, I couldn't there was nothing I could do, dog, you know, but have tears running down my face because you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna sit there and just scream, even though I wanted to. I wanted to. That was my two options. Fucking scream, dog, and just or fucking just take it, dog, and just have these tears running down my face because it hurt so bad. Carnal.
Damn.
That was humbling, homie. You know, when you're young, dog, you think nothing can break you, homie.
Yeah.
And man, that was one of the biggest pains I've ever felt in my life. And because they're taking off the dressing, and as that dressing's coming up, it's a fresh wound, man. It's a huge fresh wound,
Yeah.
and then they're pulling it off, dog, and it's already attached, fool. So it's kind of, you know, it hurts, dog.
Only
You know,
imagine, yeah. And they had to clean that shit up after with alcohol. That shit probably fucking burns like a motherfucker.
oh, you know what? The cleaning wasn't as bad, dog. Uh, After they're ripping it off, you're just
Oh,
like, oh, fuck, I'm at least that part's done. You know,
yeah.
that's how I looked at it. But yeah, it was painful, dog. It was so painful that my 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 ex, which was my lady at the time, one time the nurse came over and I had her leave. You know,
Yeah.
I had her leave because I didn't want her to see me like that because
Damn.
it was really painful, you know. And I remember I got some resistance from her a little bit, but I made sure that you know she wasn't there, dog, because it was I didn't want her to see me. I was like, man, how she gonna love me, dog? She gonna see me fucking, you know, like that,
Yeah.
dog.
That's
It,
crazy. Damn. That's a crazy way to think about it. How is she gonna love me if she sees me in this compromising, vulnerable position? Like it's crazy how we look at things. You know what I mean?
well, that thought fucked it every. That thought led to a lot of things, you know. I
Yeah.
started getting I started getting distant with people, and she was the first one because of that. Um, to me, I was like, man, she don't. She just saw fucking some crazy ass shit. She ain't gonna respect me. She, you know, like, how the fuck she gonna love this after seeing that fucked up shit, you know, like, and you know,
Damn.
I got distant with people, dog, Um, fucked up enough, dog. I was being selfish, just thinking about myself, man. And she was the first one I distanced myself from.
That's fucked
Um,
up.
I wanted to distance myself from my family, dog. Um, but I couldn't. You know. I distanced myself from everyone, dog. Even the homeboys, everyone, dog. I didn't want no one to see me like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't stop it. Some homeboys just roll up to your crib. Some homeboys just roll up. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
Um, but for the most part, dog, I distance myself from everyone, dog. I'd rather have them shoot me a text or a call or something. I didn't want to be around nobody, man. And I slowly started pushing everyone away, and that's because I thought I was gonna die, dog. I counted myself out.
Fuck.
Uh, I said, look, I know I'm gonna die. I don't know when. This could happen any second. So I don't need to be around nobody because I didn't want to die on nobody. I thought I
Hmm.
was every time I was with someone, dog, someone came to visit, I couldn't wait for them to leave. Because I felt like, damn, if I die right now, they're gonna see it. And I didn't want nobody to see me. I was just hoping, dog, that when I died, I would be alone. So no one would have to see me. You know, I
Damn.
I, I felt it was better dying alone and having them find me than to see me like that. And that fucked my world up, dog. That fucked my world up.
Damn. So you start to self isolate.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. Because most people would want to die with their family around them, but you were like, nah, I don't want nobody to see me like this. And it's crazy
it,
because most of it was your perception.
yeah, it was, dog. That's how I was looking at it, and I didn't want to be alone, fool. I didn't, but at the same time, I didn't want to drop on somebody.
Yeah.
um, I didn't, like I said, it was selfish on me. It was very selfish on me, but I just didn't want. I've seen somebody die from my family, right? My father passed away in front of my eyes, dog.
Yeah.
And I knew later. I didn't know it fucked me up when I was a kid, but now as I'm able to process things, as an adult, I know that fucked me up. That fucked me up, man. I still got issues that I have to deal with myself because I know they stem from that. Um, and I didn't want nobody to see me like that, dog. I didn't want nobody to see me out, dog. And you know, uh, whenever something like I felt like this might be it, I'll just go take a nap. you
Damn.
know. So then I'm left alone, and you know, like I said, I didn't want to die alone. I wanted to be with somebody, and like who doesn't want affection in time like that? You know,
Yeah.
that's all you want. But nah, I felt I didn't have that luxury, and
Damn.
um, and I pushed myself for that. I distanced myself from everyone because I felt like, hey, homie, if I'm gonna drop any day, I want at least my jefita to get those last hours with me. And you know, that was very traumatic, dog. It was, and I had to learn how to live with that. I had to learn with everything that I did during that. Um, and like I said, I didn't want to die, dog, but I got to a point where I found comfort in death. And I know it seems strange to a lot of people, but I was at the point, dog, where I was like, I'm if death comes, I ain't running. I'm gonna
Mhm.
hug it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug it because I know it's over. I know my story's over and this whole bullshit is over. It was very traumatic. Everything that I went through, dog. Like I said, it was because of what I went through as a kid. So as an adult, dog, that shit I still wasn't fucking with that. And and it
Eh,
made me trip out. Like um
a
when
lot
you
of it's crazy too because like you're also dealing with self perception and just you're dealing with a lot of different things where it's like you're at a strange age where you're kind of being molded into somebody, you know what I mean? And you're
yeah,
letting or not letting, but like all these things are happening to you to change your perception of who you are.
yeah,
And that must be a difficult thing to really fucking deal with because it's like you thought you were this guy, and then it's like you think this thing's telling you, nah, that's not you because you're this now, you're this, and it must be fucking crazy.
I felt it was karma, carnal, because I've never let nothing phase me.
Hmm.
And whenever I did, a day or two, homie, yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I never let nothing phase me, dog. And like any other person, we dwell on stuff, but I would move on, dog. I would move on all the time. And this time, dog, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, dog. And like I said, I counted myself out. I
Hmm.
said, hey, I'm done. It's all good. Like what can I do? And like I said, I felt comfort in knowing that if death comes for me, it's gonna be done for. It's gonna.
Yeah. No more pain.
I like I said, I wasn't inviting it, homie, but if it came, I was gonna hug it. And that was hard, dog. That was hard because at one point I'm like, what am I fucking thinking? You know?
Yeah.
And then, but I was just telling myself, like, motherfucker, you're down for it, fool. Like, that's what you're thinking. Like, don't fucking run from it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just take it like a man. My father, dog, I never seen him complain once, dog. Not
Damn.
once. And he had, like I said, he had stage 4 cancer. I never seen him cry with me. Um, that fool was a motherfucking soldier. Rest in peace, Pops, man. We
Rest in
love you.
peace.
He was a soldier to his last days, dog. I could tell some stories of stuff he was doing a week before before he passed away. He was a hard man, dog, and and I felt I failed him. I was like, man, I let this shit break me. Like, like you said, you think you're somebody, and I felt I failed him, dog, because I was like, man, you didn't go about it like this. So I was just like, whatever, man, it's done, and so then, a few months passed, dog, and from the second surgery, a few months passed, and then I go get the third one, and that was a game changer right there, because every I had a good support system, carnal,
Yeah.
and I was smiling and telling everybody I felt blessed, but inside I'm like I was living hour by hour. I wasn't living one day at a time. I was living an hour at a time because I didn't
Yeah.
know if I would be alive the next hour. I didn't know if I was gonna make it to the third surgery. Make it through it.
Yeah.
Um, to a point where I was with my ex, dog, and like I said, my lady at the time, and she was drinking some wine, and I said, "Let me get some." She kind of like the fuck, like she knew I didn't drink, right? I hadn't been drinking for 7 8 years. Everyone knew me that I didn't drink, and I told her, "Let me get some of that." And I did that, homie, because I was like, man, I'm gonna get drunk at least one more time before I get this third surgery because I don't think I'm gonna make it. You
Damn.
know, I lost a lot of blood the first ones, and I said this one's gonna,
Yeah. It's gonna
this is
finish you off and shit.
yup. This one was gonna be that last bullet, homie, and I got drunk. I got drunk, dog, just because I felt fucking one more last time, Um, and so yeah, I'm recovering, trying to recover, dog, and go go get this third surgery. And like I said, it was a game changer. By this time, I knew I knew what it takes to get out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Um, it's your pain. Um, are you eating? Are you using the restroom? And are you up and about? Those are some of the variables that matter.
Mhm.
Well, of course, like do you have an infection or all the other stuff too. But your pain and like I said, those few I mentioned, those are very huge. Uh, um, So the first day, dog, they hooked me up to a morphine drip on the third surgery.
Oh
They
shit.
hooked me the morphine drip.
Yeah.
Um, I used it like when I woke up, and then one right before bed, only twice.
Yeah.
And you can hit this button like every 15 20 minutes,
Yeah.
but I barely used it, dog. I just tolerated more pain,
Uh-huh.
because I knew the more drugs you take, they're not gonna want you to go home because they're like, man, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So I stopped taking as many pain meds, man, and that's when I started healing from that, and everything was going good. Everything was going good, and I got sent home. There was no complications really, a few bumps here and there, but um, that's when I started getting clear minded, you know,
Yeah.
because I wasn't taking these pills as much. Because that was in 2017. I was like in October 2016 was the first surgery and the second surgery,
Yeah.
and like 3 4 months later is when I had the third one, and so all that time I was high, dog. I was high off these pills, because you
Damn.
need to take them, dog. But every day was a blur to me. Um, every day was meshed together. It was so when I started uh not taking these pain meds as much, um, that's when everything got heavy mentally because I was getting more clear headed, you
Hmm.
know. Um, that's when I wasn't in shock mode no more. I was like, okay, I could see the full picture,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it, dog, but I started replacing because I was good at drink now, and I started replacing the pills with alcohol, dog.
Damn.
Um, and like I said, I didn't know it at the time, and I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, that's after I started easing up off of these, I started heavy on that, and I was drunk for like 4 months. Homie, when I say drunk, it's because I was drinking Pisto every day. You know,
Damn.
every time they see me leave, they're like, "You're gonna go get some Pisto, huh? You need to stop." I'm like, you know, uh, I was running away from it without knowing,
Yeah.
um, and yeah, dog. So after that, homie, I had a I went to Mexico. I don't know how long after that, but I went to Mexico, man, and when I was showering, dog, I fucking seen a lump in my stomach, and
Fuck, man.
I knew it was a hernia, dog. I had already had one. I had got one after the second surgery, and they removed it when they did all the other shit on the third surgery.
Yeah.
So when I seen the dog, I was like, fuck, like that's another surgery. Like I already knew what it was, homie. And uh so I was living with this hernia for a while. I was even going to work. I could work a little bit, and so I was at work, dog, right? About to go to Mexico too, another time, right? I was about to
Yeah.
go to Mexico, right? Like, yeah, I was gonna catch a flight like at 3 4 a.m., right?
Hmm.
And I was working this job, homie, at nighttime in the evening. So right before I got off, I told my sister like, hey, I'm gonna go to the hospital and just make sure that everything's all right, just because it's hurting. It's hurting a bit, and I'm just gonna make sure before I leave, Mexico.
Yeah.
Mm. I check in, dog, and they gave me some morphine, right?
Shit, right away.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause it was hurting, dog. It was hurting like a motherfucker, and that's the first thing they gave me.
That's crazy
And
because that usually they give it to you when they think you're in severe pain.
but I was,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
was,
crazy though. I'm saying like for like they must have knew off the bat something was wrong.
yeah. Well, given my history, homie, um, they knew, given my
Yeah.
history, whenever I had pain, it was, most of the time, dog. That's what they would shoot me, dog. You know,
Damn.
so I got hit with that, right, and then they start trying to push in the hernia, homie.
Oh.
And I got to a point where I was like, hey,
Yeah,
and
ya
then dog,
estuvo.
yeah, yeah, still, like get off me.
Yeah.
Uh, they hit me because it was causing so much pain, dog, that they hit me with another morphine shot. After that, homie, I was out. I was out, dog, and I remember I didn't open my eyes, but I remember feeling something in my chest, dog, and then I felt it like right here. So I started trying to pull something out. It was a tube.
Oh
They had
shit.
already put a tube in me, and I just remember hearing my sister say like, "Hey, cálmate" or "cálmala," something like that, Um, and I said, "Fuck," I trust in her, and I just not closed my eyes. I just passed out again, you know. Um, and then I woke up, and they're like, "Hey, your surgery went good," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I just went through surgery, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know, dog. I thought I just passed out from the morphine, and I'm gonna wake up and go to Mexico,
Yeah.
but they had actually gave me a surgery. They actually had since I was so out of it, they had my sister sign a paper and authorize it. Uh, and the first thing I did, dog, I woke up, I looked down to see if I had a colostomy bag, and thanks to Quesaqual, I didn't, dog, and um, yeah, so that was a crazy little story from that of how that came about, and a week before this, dog, like a week or two before the fourth surgery,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my family like I feel I'm losing that feeling of gratitude that I had just gained, you know, and
Yeah.
I kept saying that I would pray on this, dog. I would pray to keep this feeling, dog, because it was um it was some sort of hope, dog, and at this point I didn't have no hope, you know,
Yeah.
straight. And so that feeling of the gratitude was like the only good feeling that I could comprehend or grasp, and so I felt maybe that was karma, dog. That was karma, giving me that feeling back, and at the end of the day, dog, I believe everything I went through with this was because of karma, dog. We all gotta pay our bill one way or another, you
Yeah.
know and karma came pay me a visit,
Damn.
uh, and so right, those are the four surgeries. And so now let's rewind to late 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Um, be, after the third surgery, before the fourth. I couldn't grind how I wanted to. My mind was, I'm gonna get this first surgery, and I'm gonna go get two jobs because I haven't been able to grind how I wanted, and it's time to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously that didn't happen, dog. I was left even more fucked up. Um, so at this point, dog, my homeboy Thief, shout out to my homie Thief, he hooked me up with a few vatos that needed designs. They were gonna start pushing the shit, their clothing lines and stuff. And one of them was a screen printer by the name of Filthy Prince. Shout out to the homeboy, man.
Much
And
love.
he just kept needing designs, dog, and he kept hitting me up, and he was real close with my older homeboy,
Mm-hmm.
um, like real close. You know what I mean? I actually had met him over the phone probably like 2 years before that. But he wasn't doing none of that. I wasn't doing designs. I only did designs for the homie. There was nothing serious.
Yeah.
Uh, so when I first met him, it was because he was I'm not gonna put anybody's business out there, but he was doing somebody a solid, homie,
Yeah.
and somebody, and so it was crazy, dog. So once again, this cat comes in the picture, and you know what? He was trying to get his clothing line going and everything, and the homie had hooked me up with a few other people too, and but Filthy Prince was really like, "Hey, homie, you got something going on here, like." And like I told the homegirl in the other interview, to me, when I started doing this, was because an older homie told me, "Hey, homie, these vatos need some help. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Not help. They need your services. Um, so to me, homie, it was just a quick lick. I was at the bottom, homie. I didn't have nothing. Um, and it was just a quick lick. I was just, you know what it is, like in the calles, dog. You're gonna hit your leg, dog, and you're gonna dip out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna get your fatty on dip. That's what it was to me. I was like, oh fuck, if I can sell a few of these, I'm cool. Straight. And the like I give a lot of props to the homie Filthy, dog, because a lot of people a lot of people just come in the game to take from you. You
Yeah.
know, they want to see what you can give them, and they don't want to pay nothing, or they some people they just want to squeeze everything they can out of you.
Yeah.
You know, and Filthy wasn't like that. He wasn't like, this motherfucker gonna give me all that shit. He was like trying to work with me.
Yeah.
Not only that, the homie knew I was doing bad, dog. The homie knew I was doing bad, homie, and he had so much love for the homeboy from my neighborhood that he shot me in order, dog. You know what I mean? He's like, "Here, fool, here's some shirts, get your money, dog." You know, like I was blessed to meet him, dog, because he did a lot in the time that I was fucking down, dog.
Damn, that's what's up.
You know, a lot of people did, dog. A lot of people did, though. You know, I'm not even gonna say it was just him, and that it almost sounded like that, but you know, I had great support, like my ex, bro, my family, my homeboys. A lot of people would stay texting me, stay in touch, and because I wasn't trying to see anybody, you know. But I had a lot of support. And you know, Filthy was one of them, dog. And you know how they say like make a homie, not break a homie.
Yeah.
Like like that's a definition. You know, he's the definition of that, dog. And you know, he really saw something in me that I didn't, dog. Like I said, I did designs before, but it wasn't serious and it was never for money. You know,
Hmm.
um, I was just like the homie that knew how to do a little bit of something, and I would hook homies up when they need flyers or whatever the fuck, you know. And but homie kept pushing me, dog, and so it like chose me, you know, like
Yeah.
this game chose me, dog, and because I didn't see myself as a graphic designer, you know, and I started, dog, and it was slow, homie, but but I kept pushing it, you know, because I said, man, you know, I ain't got nothing else going for me. I might as well try this, you know, and soon enough, dog, I started getting getting clients here and there, you know, and it's that gave birth to Malo Designs, you know.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even have a name, dog, you know, and but you know, homies call me Malo, and I was like Malo Designs, you know,
Yeah.
uh, and that's how it started, dog, um, and then it was like a snowball effect, you know, one person here, two-person here, three people here, and before you know it, um, the homegirl Big Loca had hit me up for a design, right?
Yeah.
This was a trip. This was to me like I believe in destiny, homie. You know, you make your own destiny, but some things are set in stone, dog, and you have to go through them. You know,
Yeah.
and so like I was going to go to bed, right?
Mm.
And homegirl hits me up like, hey, I need a design, but I need it like right now. You know, and I was like, fuck, all right, I'll stay awake. I was about to crash out, but all right, you know,
That's fucked up. But yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's like that though.
it's business, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and so I stayed awake when I should have been when I was already going to bed. I stayed
Mm.
awake, and me being awake, dog. I seen an Instagram story from Wicked from Brownside,
Yeah.
and he's like, I need a graphic designer, and so I hit him up, dog, and that fool he got at me real back real quick, and I made him a single cover, and that's
Mm.
that's that's when I was like, man, this shit's getting real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit's getting real, and I don't say it was by chance on me, but it was because of work, you know. If I wasn't out to get trying to just push it, I would have just went to bed. I said, I got you in the morning, you know.
Yeah.
And I stayed up, dog. And if I wouldn't have stayed up, I wouldn't have seen his post. He would have never got at me, or I never got at him. Would have never, you know.
Yeah.
So it just fell in place, real beautiful, man. And
Oh, they say that's what they used to tell us. That's what luck is. They said it's when opportunity meets preparation.
oh,
If you,
carnal,
yeah, if you're prepared and the opportunity comes, that's luck. You got it.
hey, I put that on everything, dog. I was thinking of the best way to say that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the best way to say that. My version was a blessing is an half of it is an opportunity that comes to you, and the other half is what you do with it. You
Yeah.
know. But you said it best, dog. You know, I like that. And it's true. You know. And then I started working with Toker. Uh,
From
and
Brownside.
yeah, from Brownside. Rest
Rest
in
in
peace,
peace.
Misa Trece. Um, he was a Feedman individual. You know. For how big he was in the Chicano community.
Hmm.
He was very humble. Dog. You know what I mean? He was very humble. He was just another homie, dog. You know, um, he was like I said, dog. You know, he uh getting to know Toker for a little bit was crazy because I grew up listening to him. You know, and
Yeah.
um and to I don't like meeting rappers, dog, because I don't like meeting rappers, dog. You know,
Yeah.
at the end, they rub you the wrong way, or they're not what they are. You know, or all that, dog. I don't like meeting rappers, dog, because then you don't even want to bump their shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Like fuck this fool.
dog.
Yeah.
And but Tokes dog, he was cool dog. He was crazy. Like I was like, man, I was kind of surprised by him. To
Yeah.
be honest, this fool was video chatting me. I was supposed to go out to his canton before he passed away, but so it didn't happen. Um, like when I did business with him, dog, he always paid me more than what I asked for. You know,
Yeah, I heard he was real generous, like real, like even in Mexico, I heard he would go to like the F and fucking hand out
the
toys and shit and
and,
just like
and
Christmas things.
and during the earthquake, he went and helped out for that. He was dog. When people talk about brown, when all these rappers talk about brown pride, dog, a few of them really live up to it. Because it's a big title, dog. If brown pride is more than a tattoo and it's more than a saying, dog. It's a very huge title, dog, and he carried that. He carried that. And for to being and to me it was dope. Like I said, I grew up listening to him, so it was kind of like okay, like this homie's just like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I started working with his camp, Trece Boys. Shout out to Rich G. For those who don't know, I also make music. Maldito Villa. I'm gonna have a song with Rich G. I got it already, but we're just waiting for everything to drop it correctly. But then I started working with other rappers, dog, like Capone from Raza for Life, Chino Nate, Midget Local, OGB Wicked, Lucky from Hoodstocks. You know what I mean? And and my resume just kept building, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kept putting out designs, dog, and it just kept building and building and building. And um, I was able to help out. Like I always felt like I always felt I wanted to help the raza, dog. Like I'm not trying to break their pockets, but I'm trying to get mine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
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 and,
I'm
and
not,
that's is the way it should be too, because it's like they should want to help too at the same time. You know what I mean? Whatever they can do.
yeah, 'cause they're paying me, but at the same time, I'm not breaking their pockets. So it's like showing them love.
Yeah.
And I think raza, we need to be professional with everything because everybody always has us under a microscope. You
Hmm.
know, but I feel we always have to bring the best, and that's what I try to do, dog. Uh, I would fucking I'd be hooking them up, man. I'd be hooking them up, and I wouldn't break their pockets. And I got to work with a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, dog. Pushers Mindset, Miklan One, Oak Creep, La Firmeza, Chino Mugs, Dying Sea homies. I just got worked with a lot of people. The homie Fourth Crown Apparel, that's the homeboy from the neighborhood. Shout out to all the homies from the Crown. But my homeboy Fourth Crown Apparel, I got the he started his clothing line, and I was already going, so I was able to do some designs for him, and help him do some positive shit in his life también, how I was doing.
Oh
And
yeah.
like these designs, dog, like when I was going through all the surgeries, homie, I was telling myself I was blessed, and I was telling everyone else también, but I didn't believe it. Like I said, homie, I was just trying to make everybody feel good before I dropped,
Damn.
and once Malo Designs started doing good, dog, I really believed it. I actually believed I was blessed, and so then after there, after after working with a few people, man, I knew I couldn't stop. I knew I couldn't stop, and I kept doing more designs, man, and I went from just not. Ended up raising my prices, dog, because I was shooting stuff for like $30, like a T-shirt design, you know.
Yeah, and then you have fucking probably tons of back orders that you have to fulfill, and it's like shit.
Yeah, and also, I was seeing people get mad money off my shit, you know. And I was like, man, I'm lowballing myself. And my homie would tell me that, dog. Filthy always told me that shit. He always say, dog, you're lowballing yourself. That fool, matter of fact, he would pay me more than what I would tell him también. You
Yeah.
know, he would also give me more, dog, because he wanted me to like be on my shit and not lowball myself.
Hmm.
And so I started seeing that I'd be making designs for people and for shirt designs and people selling out, dog, and I'm sitting there broke. And that's when I started just really getting that business mentality. Um, raising my prices, excuse me, getting down payments before I even start. Because just like in any other place, people are gonna try to run out on you.
Yeah.
You know, like any the design game, homie, is like any other game.
Yeah.
The music game, the dope game, the cooking game, everything. It's all the same, dog. Every game's the same, dog. You know what I mean? They just have different players, and it's all the same.
Damn.
And so once I started applying that business mentality to it, that's when I really seen the fruits of it. Because when I worked with Toker and Brownside Homie, I was like, oh, this shit's on for real.
Yeah.
And then when I started hitting the more business side of it, that's when it's like, yeah, this is real, homie. And it went good, carnal. I didn't stop, man. And at points I wanted to, but um, I just reminded myself how far I had got.
Yeah.
And I kept going forward, dog. And in the last year in 2020, dog, they were being dicks at my job, homie. Like basically there was new management coming in from another city,
Hmm.
503 out here, and they were coming over here, and these guys, this William guy, man, and this other fucking guy, they like I was running the show, homie, by myself, dog, and these fools come in here and just try to, what's up, we're running the show now, and we had a we didn't see eye to eye, homie. So I talked to my family and I said, look, I'm I'm gonna get them to fire me. I think I'm done with this shit.
Hmm.
They all told me like, you got your designs, food. Why you tripping?
Yeah.
Basically, go get it. Like fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You don't need them.
Yeah. So I kept calling in, dog. I kept calling in. Um, I kept calling in, and I made them fire me because my idea was, look, I'm gonna try it out, right? And if it doesn't work, I'll get unemployment.
Hmm.
I need to get fired for that. You know,
Yeah. It's
you know,
like
a lot
a
of my
mortal, like you were talking about a mortal technique earlier. It's like his line in Obnoxious. We say I'd rather get fired than quit. I get unemployment, you work, and we making the same shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And a lot of motherfuckers, dog, they get fired. I don't know fools that got fired from that same job that would be like, oh, I fucking quit. I know a lot of people that got fired from there, and they'd always say they quit, dog. But now I got fired, fool. But that's because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I was like, man, these vatos are acting up. I'm not. I'm done with this shit. And I made them fire me just in case I could get unemployment, dog. And I've been doing this full time now since the summer, dog. And fortunately, I haven't had to sign up for um for unemployment.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, G.
There's been a few times where I wanted to, but I said, nah, Charlie. Like just keep grinding, fool.
Trust the grind.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta trust your grind. That's right. And I kept pushing, dog. And I'm still here, dog. And I can't complain. I can't complain, dog. I've been blessed to be able to be on my own time now. Like I wake up, homie. No one's gonna tell me what the fuck to do. You know, um, I wake up and kick it with my little nephew. I've been raising this little kid. I've been part of this little kid's life since the first day he was born. Um, because his father decided not to be in the picture, and so I felt I had to always be around.
Yeah.
And so I'm always around a little homie, dog. That's my little homie's always with me, so I can live that lifestyle, dog. Where I wake up and I say, "What we doing today, homie?" I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna work for a few hours, but then we're gonna go play some Xbox, and we might go do this or that. So I've been blessed to be able to do that, dog, and live that life that we almost dream of. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm not rich, dog. I'm not a baller, but I'm not struggling no more, and I'm on my own time. You
That's what's
know,
up, G. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's crazy because I tell everybody, or anyone that'll listen, I say it's people. Yeah, there are needs for people to go to work. There is a need for that, right? But what's fucked up is in school. What I realize is they don't teach our kids how to be entrepreneurs. They teach them how to be workers. And it's
Yup.
like But what if it makes them think that's the only option? Because my son is telling me, oh yeah, they want to get us prepared for the workplace. And I said, but what if you go into business for yourself? Huh?
or prison.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's it. Yeah, but fucking but luckily my kids aren't even thinking about that. You know what I mean? Like so fuck, but like for them, it's like the teachers are teaching them how to get prepared for the workplace. And I understand because that's probably what they were taught. But it's like we have to be able to find cats like you to just like what you're doing right now, spreading that knowledge, and people know like you could do it on your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be like you said, a grind, but it's possible to not have to clock in and check in with a boss or a manager because you could call out whenever you want. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to. You if you don't want to work today, you don't have to work today. You know,
yep,
but it's good. It's a decision you have to make because it's like, is it worth the sacrifice or what? But you don't have to answer anybody except your
yeah.
clients.
And that all came from my struggle, dog. You know what I mean? If I wasn't in a bad place how I was with all those surgeries, I probably wouldn't be looking for this. And if I
Mm.
was healthier, I probably would have turned to crime. How I know, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like it's trippy because it's like that prevented you from going all kinds of different routes because you had to focus on you and your health.
That shit saved me from a lot, homie. Especially being a youngster and being at an age. I was at an age, homie, where I would show up fucked up to a homeboy's house.
Yeah,
Like my I since I couldn't drink, homie, or anything else, I would do pills because they would give me pills at the hospital, and that's how that kicked it off, right?
yeah,
And I showed up one time to my homeboy's house, my older homeboy's house, and I was fucked up off pills, dog. I was uh I was running amok, man, and the homie, before I left, dog, he pulled me to the side, and he didn't say it in front of anybody, you know. He did it respectfully, but he was like, "Hey, don't come to my canton like that, you know."
damn.
And he didn't say don't come to my canton though,
Don't come like
please.
that. Come correct.
Yeah, and and so I was in a I never did for the record, I never did. I respected homeboy, and until this day, homie, I praise my big homie a lot because he never led me astray, dog. There was a few times, dog, where I was thinking of doing this and that, and I did do, and he didn't turn away, but because when you're doing bad, you still get love, dog. When you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah. It happens. Yeah,
but when I was doing good, dog, he would praise that. He would praise
yeah.
that a he would praise that a lot more, dog. And he never led me astray, homie. He'd always wanted to see me. I was surrounded by a few good older
Solid
homies
motherfuckers, huh?
that they didn't want me getting washed up and doing all day. Another homie had told me one time, like, "Hey, fool, I'm surprised you didn't get washed up. Everyone else did." And like that ties into being sick, dog.
Hmm.
Because I was out, like I said, for since 2008, 2009, I was dealing with this. So I was always sick, dog. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to go out. I never got questioned if I didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? If I didn't show my face, dog, I was never questioned by anyone
Yeah, because
because
they knew you
everyone,
were battling your own shit. It's not
yeah,
like, oh, Malo scared. It's like, nah, that motherfucker's sick, dog. Like,
yeah, or Malo's fucking hiding out, or Malo's on fucking spun the foot, whatever the case may be. All those different cases that could be.
mm,
They all knew that when I was out, dog, I was fucked up. Because I was always showing my face everywhere I went, dog. I was always showing my face, man. But a lot of times I couldn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? I was always fucking fucked up, dog. I had to being somewhere. I'd find somewhere to sit down real quick, and you know what I mean. I was always just, it was hard, dog. It was hard on my body, dog, because when you're getting constant infections, that takes a toll on your body, dog. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And so that saved me from a lot of bullshit I could have got myself into because I was the type to always get into shit. Um, I've had homies tell me to slow down. Um, and that's because they saw that. They're like they knew that I was in a rough place, homie, and I was doing too much.
yeah,
And so I had solid homies that never led me astray, man. And I don't think we praise enough our big home. We praise our big homies enough. A lot of people they just see the negative side of it.
yeah,
But when your homie really has some genuine love, dog, he's not gonna throw you into into somewhere where you knows you can't swim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
and you know what's a trip is I tell people all the time is that like there you can separate what happens on the streets from your homies, right? Like you could be like, these are my people, right? Because these are my dogs, and there hasn't been an individual that I was good with, like that I was busted with, or that I was running the streets with, that
mhm,
isn't happy for me stepping away from that street life, that criminal activity. You know what I mean? Like all of them are like, hell yeah, do your shit, cricket, handle your business. You know what I mean? And even now, a lot of them even like, damn dog, I seen you on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because they're all proud of the of what I'm doing. It's like, but people make it seem like homies are just gonna want to bring you down, and that's that. I haven't seen that. You know what I mean? There's probably one or two hater ass fools, but they were never your boys anyways. You know what I mean? But for
that's
your boys, your real dogs, they always want to see you do better. That's the same as I am. If my I always say my boy wants, if my boys need to move out to do better, handle. If they need to turn to some kind of religion, handle. Anything they need
exactly.
to do, handle that shit, dog. Because I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that, dog. Uh, I, I I got no problem with people. I'm not a Christian person, but I don't got no problem when people are turning Christian to do their life, get a better life,
Yeah, I'm
because
the
at the
same
end,
way. I'm an atheist, dog. You know what I mean? But still, it's like
I-
if whatever they do, better
yeah, because
themselves.
they're doing that to live better. You
Hmm.
know, that's the way they know how to live better. You know, so who am I to knock a motherfucker like
Yeah.
that? If you need to move out, man, I got, man. Shout out to the homie Lost, dog.
Hmm.
The homie Lost. He's from 18. Um, that's not my neighborhood. I'm from the Crown, man, and but both in bad places.
Yeah.
Um, but that's what we thrived in. That's what we thrived in, dog. And but we were both in bad places, homie. And I remember having a conversation with them, and I don't want to get too deep in it, but if you see this, my boy, you know what conversation we had, and I think we were both fucked up, dog. We were some fucked up people, dog. Um, and and he really turned his life around. He moved far away, dog, and he turned his life around, and he's doing real good, homie. Um, he told me that his mom can finally. She says that she can finally sleep at night,
Damn. That's the worst.
and
She doesn't have to worry about getting that call.
mm-hmm,
We don't even
and
realize what we do to our people, dog.
yeah, 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 dog. That was kind of what our conversation was about, man. And he moved out, and he's doing real good, dog. And another homeboy that he much love to the Contreras family, man. They're my boys, man. I love you guys. Um, my homeboy moved out to Pennsylvania to be with his lady, right? And
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him for in a while, but I got on the cuerno with him the other day, and it was like we were just talking the day before, like no love lost, homie. And I told him, hey, homie, as long as you're doing good, dog, and you're alive, it's all free to me. I told him something to that effect, and that's how I feel. As long as you're doing good, dog, I don't care, dog. You ain't snitching, homie. That's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not snitching. You're not fucking doing all those no nos. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get your life in order. I'm with that. I'm with
Oh
that, dog.
yeah. That's what's up. That's a true homie right there.
Like how do I say this, dog? A lot of fools leave the game, dog, the streets, man, for being in bad standing.
Yeah.
Then they want to change their lives.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. If you leave the streets, homie, in good standing, I got nothing against that. I got nothing against that because I understand that our ways are destructive, homie. We are us as raza, homie. We are very destructive. We are willing to throw in the towel and say fuck everything. I'm down to lose it all right now just for my pride.
Well, you
You
could see
know?
it from like it's crazy because it's a lot of it. You could see it in boxers, right?
Yeah.
Like a Mexican boxer, you'll hardly see. You'll see it every once in a while, but take a knee or be like, "That's it, I can't go anymore." You know what I mean? For the most part, it's like they're gonna fucking get knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
They're willing to die in that ring.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true, Canale. And we're very destructive, homie. So I recognize that. I recognize that. I've always said, we've been destroying our lives. It's time to build now. And because we are, if we weren't so self-destructive, homie, there wouldn't be a thousand, not a thousand, but I don't even know the number, dog. But the penitentiaries wouldn't be filled with homeboys.
Yeah.
It's straight up, dog. You know what? Because they sacrificed it all, and I'm not taking none of their sacrifices away, dog. Because they earned that respect, homie. They did sacrifice. They put everything on the line, their life, homie. Spending time with their jefitas, all that, just for the cause, homie. So I can't take nothing from that. But all I'm saying is that we are very destructive.
Mm.
Um, and I think that comes from colonization, you know, and the whole colonization of our people, homie. We were stripped of our identities. We were mexicas, homie. They gave us new names. They baptized us. They made us stop speaking our language. They made us stop doing our traditions. So what we have? Pride. That's all we had. You know what I mean? And so that's why we were willing to throw everything away for pride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why a homie can come up, dog. Man, I don't even want to use examples, man. But that's why a homie can come up, dog, in the game and be at the top, right?
I'll give you an example real quick, dog. Real quick, right?
Go for it.
Chief Hatui, I think, is a man who had nothing but pride left. You know what I mean? You ever heard that story about Chief Hatui?
Nah, I've heard the name.
So he was a Taino, Taino
Okay.
tribe or nation,
Was he,
and
was he the homie that they cut off his hands and he put uh 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 blades on his hands and he fought the Inquisition like that? Is that him?
I don't
Or,
know if he did that, but what I do know is he did fight. He did fight for a while, and they finally caught him, right? And they tied him to like a stake. They're gonna burn him to death. And the
mhm.
priest was like, "Okay, it's your time to convert now. You can convert and go to heaven." And he goes, "Is heaven full of people like you?"
Oh
And
yeah,
he's like, "It is full of people like us. Yes, good Christian people, right?" And he's like, he said something to the effect of like, "Well, I'd rather not go. I'd rather end up somewhere else with the that didn't have such cruel people as you."
yeah,
And they
yeah,
burned him to death. You know what I mean? Like that's all he had left was his pride. Like you
yeah,
said, they stripped everything else of him, and all he had left was his pride, and took that with him to the grave.
yeah. That's where I've heard of him. I know that story, dog.
Yeah, I may
And
have butchered it, but it's something along those lines. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No. You was on it. You was on it. That's how I heard it. And it's true. We're very prideful, homie. That's all we got. So we're down to throw it all away. Like,
Mm.
oh, you think you're better than us, or you think you got more pride? Watch, I'll die for my shit right now. How
Damn,
many homies
yeah.
for this shit right now? Rest in peace to my boy Travieso.
Rest in
Died for the
peace.
cause. Um, we're destructive, dog. We're destructive, and once we learn that, I think and we're able to learn where it comes from and stems from, and our individual stories. I think we'll highly benefit from it.
Yeah.
Because we've been on a downward spiral, and we are, as Raza dog being in the streets, we make our lives a lot harder, homie, because we believe the lies that they tell us. We believe that we ain't shit. We believe these movies, homie, where all we are is just fucking some food on the street. We feed all into that because that's all they portray us as.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody you ain't shit every day or you're a dog every day, you're gonna be a dog every day. You know, and so we're very destructive, homie, and it's time to change that. And I
Well, I
believe
think.
my change happened with my surgeries, man. Not only my surgeries, dog. I gotta give a lot of credit to being in this kid's life. That
Mm,
changed my perspective of things too. Um, I didn't care about motherfuckers anyway. I didn't care about revenge after that.
yeah.
After being around the kid, my revenge was being able to go home and be like, I won because I'm here with homeboy, and I'm not gonna let him walk his life alone like I did.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's where my change came from, and it helped me a lot. And the surgeries, it humbled me. Surgeries humbled me a lot and put a lot of stuff in perspective. And like whoever's hearing this, just don't give up because you never know your hardest time in life might be a blessing in disguise. You just have to look for it. You know, um, You just have to, homies been keeping their chin up high, so we got
Mhm.
to keep doing it in all aspects of life and get it, dog. I just want to inspire motherfuckers because at a point I had no hope, man, and now I do, and I
That's
just
what's
want to
up.
share. I want to share that to people, man. I like I said, dog. I'm not a baller. I'm not rich, but I live a happy life now. I truly do. I live a happy life, and I just like everyone else. I have my hard days too, homie. I'm not 100% from the surgeries. Um, it's a long road of recovery, but every day I give it my all. Every day I give it my all, and just like the homies, we put our effort into a lot of other stuff. If we put it into building, we're gonna be on a whole nother level, because Raza been taking over, taking over, straight up. I was talking to the homie Million of Us. Shout out to the homie, man, and he said the Raza's gonna take over, right? And I said, nah, we already did take over.
Yeah.
We just
I, I
we
I
just
think
don't
we
know.
I think we are really close to breaking into the mainstream though. You could
Yeah,
see comedians now that are homies. You see homies in videos. You see a lot of different things where the homies are I think it's somebody's gonna break us into the mainstream soon.
yeah, but and that's because we already took over, dog. That the way I look at it, you know, uh, us Raza being all of our numbers, homie, we got numbers. We got
Mhm.
numbers, dog. So we make these motherfuckers famous, dog. If we all got together and said, hey, let's blow up Bozo, right? We all said let's stream all of Bozo's shit on every platform. Bozo would be bigger than most of these rappers out right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we have so many numbers, dog, that we dictate, but we don't know that. You know what I mean? That's why vatos like YG go and sign Sad Boy, go and make songs like Go Loco. That's why all these rappers got homies in the back of their videos,
Yeah.
because they know, dog. They know who's holding the power, but we haven't really thought about it yet because we're still struggling. You know what I mean? We're still struggling, and we don't notice how powerful we are. Um, and once we do, dog, I think it's over. And like you said, we're close to there. We're close
Oh
to there
yeah.
to really waking up because we're now almost being normalized to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now it's Firme. Now you can rock Cortez. You know, like without all these few people wearing Cortezes and they
High
don't even
socks.
they don't even think, oh, I'm gonna get hit up. All these hipsters, dog. Like Cortezes went up. Their prices went up. Why?
Yeah, that's true. I seen that shit the other day. I was like, damn, fuck that.
Hey, me too. Fool. I was like, man, I ain't gonna get that shit, dog. Shit, give me my chucks at. Give me some chucks, my boy. Uh, but yeah, they got expensive, dog. Because everyone's getting them flannels. Flannels are everywhere now. It's like our style has been normalized, and so we're almost there. I think we're almost there to the awakening of knowing how powerful we are, and I think truly when we do that, man, we need more raza pushing that message, and of showing of our power, and just getting us out of this hole, because if you think about it, we already are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Excuse me. If you go to Mexico, right, and you're walking down, you're gonna have a lady selling tacos right here, a
Yeah.
lady selling burgers, a lady selling hats, a lady selling handmade dominoes, um, a lady selling everything, and that's because they're already self-sufficient. They stopped giving a fuck about the government and waiting for jobs to open up, and they just made their own, you
Yeah.
know. But they're on survival mode, you know. That's the way I look at it, No disrespect to all the homies down south, all the raza, all the paisanos, but I think they're on survival mode, you know. I think once we start noticing our power, but not just on survival mode, but you know, um, I don't know how to explain it, dog, but when we're no longer on survival mode, homie, and we're just getting it,
Mm.
I think
On
that'll be a
thrive
more,
mode.
yeah, yeah, exactly, on thrive mode, because out here, you're seeing more brown businesses pop up, a lot. That it's been going up a lot, but and it's starting to shape. People are starting to notice that, and like I said, we've been entrepreneurs and we've been getting it in Mexico, but it was just survival. Now it's trying to really get it, and And then that's all I want to push. I want to show motherfuckers like, hey man, I'm just a homie too, dog. I'm just another motherfucker. Like you said in your train track video, there's nothing special about me. You
Yeah.
know, and there isn't, dog. I was a straight fuck up from day one, homie. All my family thought I was gonna be the first one for everything. You know what I mean?
Mm.
First one for, and in a lot of cases I was, but you know, there's nothing special about me, homie. And if I can do it, if I can go through what I went through, dog, and change my stubborn ass change my mindset, um, anyone else can do it, man. And you gotta get yours, dog, because we're not here for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Um, we're not here for a long time, dog, and we've been living so horrible, homie, like that. It's time we live something good, you know?
Yeah,
You know,
I agree 100%, dog. It's our time.
I
It's
got
you. It's
down
up to
after
whoever
all,
wants to get up and get it. You know what I mean? I'm pushing forward. I know you're pushing forward, and there's a lot of other homies that are pushing forward, and somebody's gonna take us there.
and that's all we have to do, dog. That's all we have to do is just play our part and get up and take it. You know,
Yes,
it's
sir.
it's not, man. I fucking failed in everything in school, dog. Like at one point, dog, after I caught a case, I left high school and I went to it was nothing big, homie. Um, but I went to what do you call that? Alternative school, right?
Hmm.
And it was a brand new school. They had hella funding, a gang of funding, Spencer, a gang of funding, man. And um, for some reason, the the what do you call that? The head of the school,
Yeah.
the principal, she saw something in me, right? And in my homegirl too. And I believe it's because one day we were she picked our brains and see what we were about, and she was like, damn, these motherfuckers had a crazy life already.
Yeah.
And she took a liking to us, dog, and she one day she told me, dog, she's like, hey, I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, but you're doing so good. Like, you're doing so good. I had straight A's. I mean, I never had no straight A's, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had straight A's, pero, and I ended up. She told me, look, we have so much money, and we're gonna get scholarships, And she's
Yeah.
like, you're gonna get one. Like, just keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna get chosen, you know. And out of like what, like 20 different students, I was one of them,
Hmm.
and then I was gonna go to Egypt. I was gonna go to Egypt. Free trip to Egypt, told me to learn about the pyramids and go see the pyramids and everything. Um, at a point, I was already getting college credits.
Damn.
The principal was driving me to a college, and she would drop me off. Fool. I do my class, me and the homegirl. Then
Mhm.
she pick us up and then just drive us all home. Like I've never done so good in my life. At that point, dog, and um, I was so self-destructive, homie, that I threw all that away, dog. I threw a scholarship away because I didn't see myself. I was like, man, I'm not gonna be in college. The
What the fuck
fuck?
am I gonna do in Egypt?
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
the fuck, that ain't me, homie. You know what I mean? And I really believed it. I really did, dog. And I threw those blessings away. And so there's nothing special about me, dog. I've been a fuck up since day one, man. So like, if I can get it, man, anyone else can get it. I'm not the
Yes, sir.
smartest. I'm not the biggest kid. I'm not. I'm not the anything. I'm just another homie, dog. You know what I mean? I Police look at me like they look at you when they see a ball.
Yeah.
There's no difference on me. I might be light skinned, but they see me, they know me, dog. And there's nothing special about me, man. And the raza needs to understand that. You don't have to be this or that to get it. To live a good life, homie, and really, really enjoy it, dog. Because I don't think we enjoy it. That's why we take a lot of drugs. For me, man. That's why I was always high. That's why I was always drunk. Because I was running away from this life. I hated my life. I didn't like it. You know.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it's time that we start enjoying our lives, man. And it's crazy how to see how the razas held down. The razas really held down, dog, and we hold each other down sometimes too. Um, we're the first ones that, hey man, fuck that vato. He's not this, or my homeboy beat him up, or fucking that fool looked at me wrong. He didn't want it. You know what I mean? We knock
Yeah.
each other down before we pick each other up. But that's because so much has changed in the streets, homie, in the landscape, that the whole make a homie, break a homie went out the fucking window, dog. You know what I mean? But we were on that. You know what I mean? That's how that phrase is up. You know what I
Yup.
mean? We've on that. So we have to remember to get our to get our class and our respect back, homie, and walk like kings like we used to. You know what I mean?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Breathing homies crease up to look good, presentable, classy, and we need to bring that back into our neighborhoods and our communities, man, and just show the gente, you know, like we're much more than what they think we are. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
because if you know, like there's certain fish, dog, like if you put him in a small pool, homie, he's never gonna outgrow that pool. I
Mm.
think it's like a type of shark. But if you put him in a huge ass tank, that fool will get like 6 feet or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's how I look at it. Like we think we're in a bowl, homie, so we're not outgrowing it. But there's much more to us because we're rich in culture, homie. We're rich in respect, and I'm not knocking any other race
But we're
because
bigging up.
a lot
Yeah,
of
you're
people are.
bigging up yours though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm picking up mine, man, and you know our raza, it's almost uncomparable the type of respect that we hold for each other sometimes. You know what I mean? Um, they're like sometimes, homie, like you expect certain things from certain homeboys because you already know their mindset. You already know how they deal with respect, so it's like a standard. You
Yeah.
know, like we standards for each other, and I think if we just keep building off that and learning that these motherfucking the higher powers that be on me, they want us fucked up, dog. You know what I mean? That's why we haven't. That's why we're still where we're at. You know, and I'm just trying to push people to get out of that, man. Get out of that and go and get yours because we're not getting any younger. Um, you know, especially in this in pandemic, people are dying left and right. Man, get yours and love yours. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and get yours and love yours, dog. Because that's what life's about, dog. 'Cause when you're sitting in a hospital, homie, and that's it, dog. You count yourself out, dog. You're just like, man, I wish I would have had more time with my family. You know, like that's what it comes down to, dog. About the people who it's all about the people you love, man. That's all life matters about. The people you love, dog. It's not even life is not even about you, dog. Life is about you making everybody else around you comfortable, dog. That's what I believe now, you know. Um some people are all about me, and I used to be like that. But now anyone that knows me after my surgeries now, I've been able with my business on me, I've been able to help people out, you know. I've been able like I said, I'm not rich or anything, but with my business, dog, I'm able to help a homie in a jam. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm able to do this and do that. And you know that makes me feel good. And that's what brought that feeling of that mindset of life is about who you love and you're not here for you, homie. You're here to learn and you're here to make it better for the people around you. And I think I was doing exactly the opposite of that, you know?
Hmm.
And, and to everyone that wants to do better for themselves but don't know how, I'll tell it to you like this. I don't either. The only reason I do better on me is because I do exactly the opposite of what I was doing.
Yeah.
I don't know any better, dog. Uh, um, all I know is what I know, dog, and how I grew up. So, and I know that just led to a lot of pain and suffering for me and everyone around me, everyone in my immediate circle. Like, I don't even know how I have homies, dog. Like, I
Yeah.
basically, you know what I mean? I was running them up everybody but the homies. You know what I mean? Like the homies showed me love, the whole other world hated me though. You know what I mean? Maybe that's
Yeah.
why our homies love me. you know, but I made life really hard for everyone, dog. Um, and so now, dog, like if you don't know how to change it up, just do exactly the opposite of what you're doing, because that's what I'm doing, man. And that's like the best advice I could give to someone, you know.
Yeah.
Insanity, the same thing over and over, and getting the same results but expecting different results, you know. And that's what we're stuck on, dog. That's what we're stuck on, you know. And once I learned that, I brought a lot of peace to my family, dog. A lot of
That's what's
peace,
up.
and there's nothing I can say that feels better than that. You know what I mean? There's
Hmm.
nothing. Um, you know, And I know a lot of homies gonna feel the same way, dog. You know, I know a lot of homies, they cry when they see their mom cry. They can be
Yeah.
the most hardest vato, dog, but they're gonna cry when they see their mom cry. And that's because of love, right? So they will understand it. They will understand that, man. Once you stop making your familia feel bad and making them smile for you, that's a whole nother high, dog. It's a whole
Oh
nother
yeah.
high, another level, man. And I just want to see, I want to see our people getting it. I'm tired of seeing homies down and out, man, because that's all our life. That's all our life, dog. Down and out, Um, I know there's one homie. I'm not gonna say his name, man. Um, when he hit the pinta, he got out. He wasn't trying to kick it, right?
Hmm.
He's an older vato, and he wasn't trying to kick a dog. And for a while, I was like, man, what happened, dog? He wasn't a big homie. He wasn't from my neighborhood, but he was uh he was a big influence in our life, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and he didn't want to kick it no more, dog. And I never really heard of him, and it kind of left me like, the fuck. And as I got older, I was like, it's cool. He left in good standing,
Yeah.
and now he's just doing the Christian thing. That's cool, dog. That's cool. Get yours on me. You know what I mean? Who am I
Yeah.
to
Do your thing. Hell yeah.
yeah, and things like that, dog. Like as I get older, I'm tired of seeing homies, like I said, down and out. Um, and I think it's all because we believe that's all we are, and and if anyone listening to this, and if this is your first time listening to these podcasts from the homeboy, you go to listen to all his channels. I mean, all his YouTube videos. All these other gentlemen have some strong stories, and they want to see other homies do good too. Like
Oh
there's
yeah.
so you're not alone. You know what I
And the
mean?
ladies too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we're rooting for each other without even knowing. And I think we know once we understand and know that we deserve better, dog. Because some people don't believe it. Um, Going through my surgeries, homie, I believed I wasn't supposed to make it. I said, this is karma catching up to me. Ya estuvo. I'm here. Um, and I believed, homie, that I didn't deserve. I was like, man, I've caused so much suffering for people. Why do I deserve peace? I
Hmm.
don't. I still battle with that every day, dog. Till this point where I have to I'm at conflict with myself
Yeah.
because I sometimes I don't believe I deserve these things, but you know what I mean. You know, every day is a new day to start. Anyone trying to get it, every day is a new day to start. And even if you have a fucked up morning, well, shit, every day is a new day to start at 12 o'clock at noon or 3 or 6, dog. You know what I mean? The change comes that moment you decide. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
and
sir.
that's why I came to tell my story, dog. I had on Instagram I posted a few pictures like with captions,
Yeah.
and people were telling me, tell your story, man, tell your story, get it out there. And at first I didn't want to, dog. I wasn't. I don't like being on camera anymore. Um, you know what I mean? I outgrew that. I don't like none of that, dog. But if I can do something for the help the Rasta, this is one way.
Yeah.
Um, I still feel I have a lot of karma to pay back, dog. And if I can plant the seed in someone's head, dog, we might not even change nobody's world, man. But as long as we plant that seed, other seeds that have been planted might make that shit grow too. Um, and that's what I came on your podcast, dog. I'm honored to be here, and I wanted to chop it up with you about it,
Oh
and just
yeah.
put that positivity because there's not a lot of that in our gente. We're too busy dealing with other stuff, and
Mhm.
it's I want to spread that message just like you are doing, dog, and all these other gentlemen that you've had on here that have kicked nothing but game, dog. And at the end of the day, most of these gentlemen, all these gentlemen say it's all about just having a better life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well, I appreciate
yeah, go for it, go for it.
I appreciate you jumping on, dog, telling your story. And before we wrap it up, could you plug where we can get a hold of you at, dog? If people want to check out your designs, where can we see them at?
Yeah, well, I do CD covers, single covers, T-shirt designs, business flyers, business cards, um, anything, animation videos with your logos, all that. And you can find me at Instagram at at it's underscore Malo underscore designs. And hit me up on there, man. If you need some designs, let's get it cracking. You know, like I said, I'm not here to break hands' pockets. I'm just trying to get mine, and at the same time, I'm trying to make you guys look good. Cause you know, when one of us looks good, we all look good.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
and so you know, shout out to everybody that fucks with me. Um, on Instagram, man. That's Instagram. Instagram is was a big play of it. You know,
Yeah.
um. So find me on Instagram, man, and shout out to everybody that's just been pushing with your boy. You know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
And I'm gonna have the handle on the link below so you guys can check it out there. And I used to put the link, but people told me when you click on the link, sometimes it just takes you to your Instagram and it doesn't
Oh, okay.
open up the page. So I'm just gonna put the handle there so they could see.
Firme, firme. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, you know, I appreciate you having me on here, homie, and spread this little positive message of, you know, going out and getting it, you know,
Yes, sir.
and telling my story of how that came about. And you know, shout out to everybody, like I said, that fucks with me, man. Fourth Crown Apparel, Filthy Prince, La Muerta, Clowns G, um, Incredible Javier, man. Everybody, dog, like uh I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. All the work I get, and all the support and all the love, man. You know, and you know, we gotta keep this shit brown pride alive, you know. Because when we say brown pride, it's gotta be more than just a shirt or a tattoo, you know. When we say
Yes,
brown
sir.
pride, we gotta live up to it, and that's where I wanna see my people thrive, man.
Oh yeah. And with that, we out. Peace.